Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, with GMS Louisiana Saints. All right, coming at you with another live lesson. But before we get started, we're going to face the east. We're giving all honor and glory to
Yahweh.
Bashim, Yahushua,
Bashim,
Bashim, Harakadash. All right, give honors to the elders.
Keep it low, you got it. You make the camera good.
Give honors to the elders and apostles and great millstones. Salutations and blessings to you all. Let's preach the truth and sincerity. All right, and pretty much the topic is prudence, man. All right, going into wisdom, understanding. All right, and when you go into that word, it means to be circumspect. All right, to have wisdom, to have knowledge. All right. What else? Let's see here.
I'll bring it out for you, bro.
.com.
Oh, it's a lot. I have to get on this side of you.
But it says, you want to bring out the...
I got you.
All right.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. That thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children.
That's right. Now, whenever it says, thou hast rejected knowledge, all right, it's, when you go into that word prudence, all right, it tells you what prudence is, all right? And I got the definition of prudence right here. It says wisdom, all right? Because what did it just now say? It just now said that what? Thou hast rejected knowledge, all right? And if you go into the scriptures, it says the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, of wisdom and understanding, all right? And our people don't want to hearken to that, all right? Another definition as well is judgment. It says sense. It says discernment, all right? Caution, all right? So all of these, all right, are pretty much being circumspect, all right? And wisdom helps you do that, man, all right? The knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the Bible helps you be circumspect, help you be prudent, all right? Because it helps you realize that you have an enemy, right? And Jake, in the world, they move like they don't have an enemy, all right? They love oppression, all right? They're fine with oppression, all right? They're fine with the ways of this world, all right?
Because they don't apply wisdom, man. Wisdom lets you know when you're entering into the house of the enemy, man. All right? Wisdom lets you know before you even cross that threshold in that door, man, that you have some type of guard to be on. You have to be on alert, man. All right? That's what we are here in America, man. Scriptures tell you what? Give him no rest till he make the praise in the earth, man. We're begging the Lord, man. How long, Lord? All right? How long until our enemies are put low and we be put high, man? I got one backing you up, brother. You got it. It's Sirach 1:4. It says, wisdom had been created before all things, and the understanding of prudence from everlasting. I'm going to start at 2. All right? It says, who can number the sand of the sea and the drops of rain in the days of eternity? All right? Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right? Who can number them? All right? Therefore, we have to attain unto the wisdom of the Lord, man. All right? Because we know the power of the Lord. We know what the Lord is capable of doing. That's why we're so fearful of the Lord, man. It says, who can find out the height of heaven and the breadth of the earth and the deep in wisdom? Wisdom had been created before all things, and the understanding of prudence from everlasting. Right? And the understanding of prudence from everlasting. How to apply wisdom, man. Because you're applying wisdom when you use prudence, man. When you become cautious, when you become circumspect. Because you could be circumspect and cautious for a wicked thing, man. Like 2/3 of our people, all right? Like these heathen nations, starting with Esau, Edom. They're so-called circumspect and wise, but it's to do evil. It's not to do righteousness, man. So we have to what? Perceive that prudence is made whole through wisdom, man. All right? And where that wisdom ultimately comes from which is Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. That's why we say all praises to the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. You got one, brother?
Yeah, I got one.
Go ahead.
This is Hosea 14:9. Who is wise, and he shall understand these things? It says, prudent, and he shall know them. For the ways of the Lord are right, and all just shall walk in them.
Right, and the ways of the Lord, they shine through us, and we walk in them, man. But how do you, like, what's that old saying that people say? They say you gotta walk light, man. Basically meaning to do what? To proceed with caution, all right? To be circumspect. Like they say, let your next move be your best move, man. Let your spiritually next move be your best move, man. All right? Let it be your best move in the name of the Lord, man. But that's what we're coming with. The world will tell you, oh, let your next lick be your greatest lick. Or let your next killing, let your next robbery be your next greatest crime, man. Whatever it is they're trying to get to maintain their upholdingness in this society, man. We only concerned about maintaining a good rapport with the Lord, man. And that's through prudence and wisdom, man. All right? From the Lord. You got it, brother.
They got more. It says, but the transgressors shall fall therein. All right. So, as the brother was saying, if you have wisdom, you'll walk and move in the way of understanding. All right. But if you don't have that, then what? You're gonna fall victim to the devices. All right, of Esau. All right, and of our own people. All right. The confusion. All right. But I got a scripture.
Yeah, man, because the Lord ultimately, He's going to show forth who He's dealing with through that wisdom, man. He's going to show forth who He's manifesting His truth through, which is the men of the Lord from the apostles on down to least those. There's going to come a point in time, and it's being made manifest now. Everything is going to be clear, laid out on the table, who the Lord is dealing with and who the Lord isn't dealing with, man. All right? Yahushua said the end shall be made manifest, man. All right? But who is it going to be made manifest through? The Lord's vessels, man. All right? And I'm going to get that real quick. But you got yours, huh?
All right. This is Matthew 10 and 16. It says, behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents.
Beautiful.
And harmless as doves. All right. So the wolves are what? 2/3 of our own people and Esau, man. All right. Those are the wolves, man. All right. That's seeking to devour your soul. All right, out here. All right. Whether it be by philosophies or whether it be, physically trying to harm you. All right. We have to move through wisdom, man. All right, because they got agents. All right. Esau tried to send different people to camps. All right, to try to make you get carnal, all right? But the prudent man, the smart man will stay spiritual, man, to realize that those are wicked devices, all right, to try to, to get you to go his way.
Yeah, man.
All right?
And you got to know that your enemy is out here, he has an agenda, because you not only have to know, like Jake and these so-called black conscience groups, right? Oh, we got an enemy, Black power, right? Black power, all right? But at the same time, you're under the umbrella and the cloth of your enemy. You're in bed with your enemy, man. That's not your enemy. That's your friend, all right? Ye are of your father, the devil, man, all right? And this is what the lust of your father will have you doing, man. Just what he does right here. Habakkuk 2 and 15, it says, woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that putteth thy bottle to him and maketh him drunk also, that thou may lookest on their nakedness. That's right, man. Dumbing you down. You got to believe in all these philosophies of the world, all right? Worshiping these other idols according to Psalms 96 and 5, which are no gods at all, man. The gods of these other nations, all right? That's not dwelling with wisdom. That's not dwelling with prudence, man. You're not being cautious no more. Now you're so drunk off the wine that you're at ease, man. Your legs are up. So when that thief comes in, you're going to be taken in your nakedness, man. You're going to be wide open, like Jake say, man. Back door all open, man. That's what you're going to be like, because you're following after Esau. He gave his neighbor drink, all right, and told him drink, and then when his neighbor got all drunk, he looked at all his nakedness, man, which is a sin, man, and transgressed even more. And you Jakes are doing that, man. pushing off doctrines, pushing off teachings, all right, coming in another names and other gospels, man, that the Lord didn't prescribe. So you are of your father the devil, man. And Yahushua is going to come back and give you your just deserts, man, your judgment, man, all right? When he sits upon his fathership, man, all right, pertaining to Acts, the first chapter, man, I believe Acts 1 and 9, Mount Olives, man. The same way he was taken up is the same way he's going to return, man, all right? You got it, brother. Shalom, Makim, y'all, Bashim, y'all, brother.
This is Sirach 5 and 15. It says, "Be not ignorant of anything in a great or small or a small."
Great.
All right. So be not. I'm gonna read that again. This is Sirach 5 and 15. Be not ignorant of anything in a great matter or a small. All right. So we can't be ignorant of anything small nor great. All right. To be being prudent, you have to be circumspect of every little certain thing, man.
That's
right?
right.
You
gotta be spiritually on game, man. Yeah. You gotta be on your spiritual toes, man. All right. You gotta be alert, spiritually alert, man. Right. All right. I got one backing you up. And could you get the word prudence in this up? It's Proverbs 8 and 11. It says, "For wisdom is better than rubies." Well, so like I'm gonna start at 10. It says Proverbs 8 and 10. "Receive my instruction, right, and not silver." Okay, because this word, the scriptures tell you what, sell the truth, buy it not. Roughly paraphrasing, right? So this word, this is when they have that commercial and they say, "Oh, chocolate bar $1.99, can of Coke 50 cents." This moment right here, priceless, man. You can't put a price tag on this, man. This is the wisdom and knowledge and standing of the Lord, man. And look what it says. It says, "Receive my instruction," this word, because if you dwell in instruction, you're going to be prudent. If you're dwelling and you're cautious, you're operating with the instruction, man. You're not just all out, wild open, like gun ho, like a beast, like a savage, man. All right, it says, "Receive my instruction and not silver, and knowledge rather than choice gold. For wisdom is better than rubies, and all the things that may be desired are not to be compared to it. I, wisdom, dwell with prudence." I, wisdom, dwell with prudence. So wisdom dwells with prudence, man. All right? Prudence is made whole through wisdom, the title of the lesson, man. All right? So wisdom said what? I dwell with prudence, man. They go hand in hand, man. All right? One and the same. Because you have to use wisdom in order to be prudent, man. In order to be cautious. In order to be, after you get that in the Strong's, get that word mindful. To be mindful. You got to be spiritually mindful of what's going on, man. All right? The scriptures tell you no man in war entangling himself with the affairs of this life, man. You can't be mixed and mingled with the world, man. All right? It says, I, wisdom, dwell with prudence and find out knowledge of witty inventions. That's why the scriptures tell you we are not ignorant of Satan's devices, like the brother was saying. Be not ignorant in a what it said out in a small or great thing, man. All right, we're not ignorant in the so-called small things that Esau does, which he tries to hide carcinogens and cancer and GMOs and lard and pork and toothpaste and face wash and face mask. Those he defiles the bread, man. We're not ignorant in so-called what someone will say is a small matter, right? Or a thing that's so-called great, right? Him ruling over the planet Earth, man. Ruling and controlling all of the nations, giving them wine, giving them doctrine, all right? Making them follow after his accord, man. We cover the whole spectrum because the scriptures tell you in John, you have unction to know all things, but you got that word prudence. It's Proverbs 18 and it's like 8 and 12. I, wisdom, dwell with prudence. Go ahead, brother, break it down.
Okay, with prudence, all right. It says craftiness. All right.
But notice it said, I, wisdom, dwell with prudence. So that's righteous. That's being crafty on the right hand side, man. All right.
Let's see what
concerning the elect, man. Go ahead, brother.
It says guile. It says wisdom. That's in the wisdom.
Right.
Stability.
stability. Go ahead. No, it says discretion.
Oh.
Read that too.
Oh,
Get
yeah.
all that meat. Get all that meat.
Discretion, all right?
Off that bone. Discretion
Trickery.
meaning what? When you're discretion, you're discreet, meaning what? You're not all out in the open. You're not wilding out, man. All right? You have something about you that's reserved spiritually, man. All right? You're not just following after all these other doctrines. That's discretion, man. That's being discreet, man. Serving one power, man. We don't serve all these other strange foreign doctrines, man. All right? All philosophies, all these wines, man. We serve Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, man, who giveth us wisdom, all right? Who weigheth the heavens, weigheth the drops of rain. We can't amount to that, man. So that's why we serve and worship Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, man. Yahweh, why Yahushua? All right? You got more, brother? We can speak on it.
That's pretty much it on that. Like just said, discretion, all right? Wisdom, all right? Stability, all right? Trickery, all right? Because it did say in the scripture, like it says, wise is a, you gotta be wise as a serpent, man, all right? Because when you find yourself in different situations, all right, you gotta know how to get out of them with using wisdom, all right? So, like in that when I can't remember who it was, but he was in the he had to act like he was when he was locked up in the dungeon underneath the he was locked up and he had to act like he was challenged. You remember?
Like he was challenged?
Yeah, like he pretty much acted dumb. I remember they was gonna put him to death.
I think I know what you're talking about. I don't know the name of the movie. Alright, this you got some more on that?
That's it on that.
It's Ephesians backing you up, you got it. Ephesians 5:15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. This is Ephesians 5:15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise.
That's right, that you work circumspectly and wise, man. All right? That means that you gotta, pretty much just be careful out here, man. Not be walking like out here like Jake does, man. All right? Walking carelessly, man. Like a wild bull in the net. Not caring, the consequences that you might find yourself in because you put yourself in bad situations, man. All right?
It says, redeeming the time because the days are evil.
That's right, redeeming the time because the days are evil, man. All right? Not telling everybody that you run into that you're an Israelite. All right? That's also another thing, man. All right? Because you have a lot of Israelites, all they want to do, all right, is have cookouts, all right? They want to wear fringes, all right, which is not very smart, everywhere they go, all right? Those things are not being wise.
Yeah, man.
Right?
And then they want to say, what? We're justified by the law. No, man. You're justified by faith, man. All right? We're in a state of war right now, man. All right? We're not trying to fully blown keep our customs, which are sacred, holy customs here in America, man. The scriptures say, seeing that ye walk circumspectly, man. And the scriptures also tell you that what? Things are, all things may be lawful, but not expedient, man. Meaning not convenient, not appropriate for that setting or time place, man. Not beneficial, man, for that moment. All right? You got it out. It says, verse 17, wherefore be not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. And be not drunk with wine, wherein is excess, but be filled with the Spirit.
That's right, man. Be filled with the Spirit, man, which is
right,
true.
Man.
Which is the understanding.
Brother say King David.
Right?
Shalom, Maki, Yahweh,
Shalom. All right. Being not filled with wine, man. Being these philosophies, man. Being drunk and not being circumspect and knowing how to move in these different situations, man. Because people will set you up. All right. They'll, they'll do all kind of manner of things, man. But you just gotta learn. You just gotta know how to maneuver, man. All right. You gotta understand and listen to your spirit as well, because that's also being a part of, being wise, man. All right. Listen to your spirit. All right, because your spirit will tell you a lot of things too. All right.
Yeah. But the scriptures tell you, all right, have one counselor of 1,000, man. All right, so we do take counselors, all right, onto the elders. That's what they're there for, man. The scriptures tell you what, on the presbytery, by the presbytery, laid on the hands by the presbytery, the elders, man, who established this foundation from the apostles on down to the least of them, in our own counts, all right. So what? We take heed onto that, and the scriptures also tell you, and I believe it tells you in every good work, trust thine own soul, man. Because when wisdom dwells in us, and prudence, what you were saying, all right, you're doing something according to wisdom and knowledge. Trust thine own soul, man. I'm gonna grab it real quick, guy. Go ahead. I'm gonna get it real quick. You gotta speak on this last part. It's Ephesians 5:18. And be not drunk with wine wherein is excess, but be filled with the Spirit.
That's right. Be filled with the spirit, man. All right. Meaning that to dwell in the spirit, man. Don't dwell in the flesh. All right. Know how to maneuver. Use the wisdom that the Lord has given you. All right. To be able to decipher, to be able to understand, and to be able to maneuver. All right. Do whatever you got to do. All right. Whether it be at the work, whether it be wherever, man. Throughout just your daily life, man. All right. You got to know how to use the spirit to the best of your ability.
That's
All
right. Yep. Hey, this is the book of Sirach. It's that precept. Sirach 32:23. It says, in every good work, trust thy own soul, for this is the keeping of the commandments. In every good work, trust thine own soul, for this is the keeping of the commandments. Right? In every good work, man. Good work established by Yahweh by Shem Yahushua, man. Through what? Wisdom, prudence, through the law, through the name of the Lord, man. That's how we know our works are good. That's how we know ultimately we're on the right hand side of the Lord, man. Because we're doing the works, man. Like the elder bring out, somebody has to be the elect, man. All right? And we know we're on track according to these prophecies, man. According to this great book. It says, he that believeth in the Lord take heed to the commandments, because that's the whole duty of man. That's living proof that you trust and believe in the Lord. You're taking heed to the commandments, man. All right? You're doing work, working out your salvation with fear and trembling. You're calling upon the name of the Lord in the captivity, man. All right? While we're here in America at the lowest of the lowest, man. We're at the lowest of the lowest, Akim. All right? We're at the bottom, man. We're at the state where Esau, he just, you know, when you put your foot on the ground and you squash something and you keep turning your foot into that ground, till it's just nothing left of that. That's what Esau is trying to do to the nation of Israel, man. And the only one that can raise that foot up, all right, pertaining to Exodus 15, get it real quick, all right, is the Lord, man. Because it tells you the Lord is a man of war, all right? And his name will be declared in the earth, man. The Lord is going to declare war, all right, in order to establish his name in the planet earth, man, point blank, period. And with these savage and beast-like times and perilous times, we have to walk circumspect, man. We have to use prudence through the wisdom of the Lord, not the wisdom of this world, man. You can't operate off of the laws of Burger King, man, all right, or how you move your day-to-day basis or your career. You can't be using that to move out here, man. You got to use this to move, man. This is how you play spiritually, man, in this spiritual walk that we're in, man. This is your spiritual controller, man. All right, this is everything. This is your thought process. This is your way of life. This is how you wake up in the morning. This is everything, like Jake says. Oh, it's everything I ever wanted right here in this book, man. You just gotta apply it, and we need it right now. You got it, brother. 15 and 1. 15 and 1. I got a little bit more. It says, he that believeth in the Lord taketh heed to the commandment, and he that trusted in him shall fare never the worse, man. Because the scriptures tell you, if the Lord be for us, who can be against us? And in the Christian church, they'll try to use this and say, oh, if the Lord is for me, but you try to make the Most High about whoever you want him to be, man. Not according to this book, not according to the law. It's according to your lust, man. So you say that and you say, if the Most High be for me, you use that to justify your wickedness, man. All right? And give me, after you get that, just drop that real quick. Get Ecclesiastes 8 and 11, man. Because some people could be prudent. That's why it says, that's why the title of the video is You're Going to Be Made. Prudence is made whole through wisdom, because you could be prudent to do a wicked thing, man. You could be cautious, like Jake liked to wait and lay in the cut to do a murder or robbing or a killing. You could be prudent to do something wicked. Or you could be prudent to do something wise, man, something righteous. But that's according to wisdom of the Lord, right? It says, he that trusted in him shall fail never the worst, man. So they use that scripture says, what? If the Lord be for me, who can be against me, to do something wicked, man? But we're saying that in hopes and in faith of the Lord, man, boldness through the name of the Lord, through these prophecies, and in sincerity, first and foremost, man. You got it out?
8 and 11.
8 and 11.
Go
ahead.
This is Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. Because the evil word, that's what the way you are.
Yes, that's it.
God. It says, because sinners against an evil work is not expedient as Shalakia. I'm going to read that again. Because sinners against an evil work.
Shalakia, get Jeremiah 4 and 22. That's the one I'm going to get out. Grab that real quick. Hold that one on. Hold that one. That's going to be on for the next one. Get that Jeremiah 4 and 22. Yeah, man, because we're being, here we are, we're using prudence according to wisdom. All right? We're thinking, okay, well, we wake up in the morning, give praise to the Lord, do a video sincerely, get our daily bread, things that we can do and operate, but it all revolves around the truth, man, right? The truth don't revolve around it, man. We revolve around the truth, man. We're surrounded. The truth is this. We're coming and closing in on it, man. All right? From the Lord. And that's that wisdom, because you got people that are prudent in this world. They're cautious, all right? They wake up early in the morning. They stay up late studying, right? Studious. They'll open the door for somebody. They'll lead an old lady across the street. But it's all to fulfill the lust of the world, man. The lust of Satan, man. All right? Not to fulfill the will of the Father. That's why when the brother read, it says, knowing the will of the Lord. That's why we walk circumspectly, man, because we know ultimately the will of the Lord is to destroy America, all right? And it's to deliver the elect. You got it, brother.
Right. This is
you can break it down.
This is Jeremiah 4:22. For my people is foolish, they have not known me. They are Scottish children.
Stupid, man. Stupid.
And they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge.
Check it out. All right. See that?
That's
one more time, huh?
This is Jeremiah 4:22. It says, for my people is foolish, they have not known me. They are Scottish.
They have not known the Most High. Why? Known knowledge, right? To know. To experience. They don't know the ways of the Lord. They don't know how the Lord get down. If you don't know how, if you got a relationship with somebody, you don't know how they get when they get mad. You don't know how they get when they happy. You don't know their likes and dislikes. How do you have a relationship with them? You don't have knowledge, Israel. You don't know how the Most High gets busy. You don't know what pisses the Most High off. You don't know what makes the Most High glad. All right? You're only focused on what pisses Esau off and what makes Esau happy and how to appease him, man. You're not trying to appease and make pardon and reconciliation with Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. You're trying to make reconciliation with the world, man. All right? Yahweh Shai said, if we were of the world will love its own, man. And we clearly see you, Jakes, loving the world and the world loving you back, man. And we notice one concurrent thing with all of you, man. You're teaching off doctrines, all right? You sold out for a money purse, okay? You're doing things for vainglory and clout, all right? Or views, man. Filthy lucre, man. All right, brother got one on the comment board. It says, Sirach 19:22, the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, neither at any time the counsel of sinners prudence. That's right, man. The counsel of sinners will not pertain unto cautiousness, man. They won't pertain unto being circumspect, all right? They're going to look towards things with an evil eye and lean towards things with unrighteous decisions, man, all right? But the prudent and the righteous, they lean toward things in the shadow. That's why Scripture tell you in the shadow of the Most High. We abide in the shadow of the Almighty, which is this truth. So we want everything to be played out in a reflection of what the Most High wants, man. I got one backing that up. You got it up? You can break it down. Go ahead. Nah, you can bring it out. Go ahead.
This is Proverbs 22:3. It says, "A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself."
Foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, man. And the brother read some definitions of prudent. One of them was discretion, man.
Right. It says, "But the simple pass on and are punished." All right, because what they're simple. All right, and when you go into that word, like when you go into that word simple, it goes into the same word. It's likened. It's a Scottish meaning that they're foolish. They don't care. All right, they're not being circumspect. They're not being careful. All right, they're careless, man. They're just like children. All right, just going about, not watching where they're going at. All right, and falling into these traps that Esau is putting out there, man. All right, these snares. All right.
That's right, man. There ain't no covering at all, man. It's like, that's why the Lord said this. You got more on that? You break it down. You got more? This one backing you right up. Proverbs 14:15. The simple believe in every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his going. Meaning what? The way he's going, or his way of life, is going to be backed by the Most High, man. It's going to be backed by wisdom. It's going to be backed by discretion, knowledge, how to move forward. How do I make this move? What do I attain onto? All right? Is it according to the scriptures, the word of the Lord, or is it according to the word of Geico Insurance Company or Enterprise, man? Where you working at? All right? Or Taco Bell, man? Is it according to what your supervisor, your night shift supervisor talking about, man? And what they want done? All right? Because we can't be as one that beat at the air, man. Prudence lets you move with substance, man. You can't just move whichever way the wind goes. That's being caught up in every philosophy out here, man. You're gonna get swept off, man. You're gonna be taken into Buddhism, into being an atheist, into being a Christian, man. All right, a so-called Christian, right? You're gonna be taken by the Mardi Gras, man, by the Zulu ball, man. All that wickedness that's going on is because judgment is at a high velocity and volume, man. You see all this wickedness taking place, but all this judgment is going out too. And it's judgment that the world has never seen, because guess what? We're coming into perilous times that the world hasn't seen. And you better put your seatbelt on, Jake. All right? Because this is going to be a wild ride. You bet your ass that the Most High, and that's why the scriptures tell you judgment is a circle of life, man. It's a revolving door, man. Like it tells you, I believe, 2nd and 3rd chapter, the revolving door of life, man. Judgment going in, constantly moving forward, man, till the Son of Man come. All right? You got one, brother? Go ahead. I got one. All right. It's the book. All right. It's the book of 1 Peter 5:8. It says, "Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour." That's right, man. Be sober. Spiritually sober, man. Our people are spiritually drunk, man. They're literally spiritually intoxicated, and they're in that slumber to where they're not getting any knowledge. It's like how John Cena was. You do this in front of Jake's face, man. He's like, "Oh, how many fingers am I holding up?" Jake is out of it, man. Jake is moving on a low slime ball vibration, man. Get it how you live. All right? Man with man, woman with woman, whatever it is, man. Anything goes here, man. Lawless, ruthless, man. This is a gut-wrenching society, man. A cesspool, man. It's like, what is what? So with that being said, when you're dealing and living and being captive in a society, are you just going to attain to every little thing someone says or go with every which way or every which doctrine? Or are you going to stand firm and move with cautiousness, man? Knowing that you have an enemy that's seeking to devour you at every corner, man. Everywhere you turn, every angle. It says, walketh about seeking whom he may devour, whom resisteth steadfast in the faith, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world. 1 Corinthians 10 and 13 says, there's no temptation, all right, that's not common. Basically, the men that were before us, we have examples, we have wisdom, all right? That's how we're able to move cautious. We remember what Paul and Peter did, man, all right? We remember what Nehemiah, all right? Isaiah, Hosea, Micah, Malachi, what they did, Jeremiah, man. We remember those names and we remember their testimonies, and that gives us guidance how to walk in our lives right now in this reincarnation, man. So that's how we move. It says, going up?
Yeah.
Go ahead, brother.
This is Proverbs 19 and 8. It says, he that getteth wisdom loveth his own soul.
That's right.
He that keepeth understanding shall find good. All right, so he that getteth wisdom, all right, loveth his own soul, because what? He's gonna move with that wisdom, all right, and that wisdom is life, man. All right, because again, it teaches you, it shows you, all right, how to maneuver in your life. When you read the scriptures, it says what? You shall have good success, all right, meditating on what? The scriptures, all right? So if you're moving with that intent of the scriptures, guess what? All right? There's nothing but good that can come from that, right? All right? But if you're moving in a way of the world, then you can bet your bottom dollar that you're gonna eventually fall into into judgment of the Lord. Right?
Yeah, man. And the scriptures tell you it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the Lord. You don't play about getting judged by the Lord, man. That's a fearful thing, man. But and the scriptures tell you also, like the brother said, wisdom is the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. That's a prerequisite, man. You gotta have that respect factor, man. All right, in order for wisdom to come in and what? Deal with you. All right, like the scripture said about wisdom and prudence, I was able to see those witty inventions, man, to see these traps and these snares that were before us, man. Our eyes are opened up. Now we see, okay, well, it might be a stumbling block, all right, to Jake going in the store, Jake just going in and just start eating whatever you want. Now we see these snares in the trap. We see what Esau puts in the food. We see the chemtrails in the air, man. We see the lies that he's pushing out in the media, man. All right? Those things are upheld. They said, I got one. You got one? Go ahead with you doing, brother.
This is Psalms 90 and 12. So teach us the number of days that we may apply our hearts unto wisdom. All right? Again, like the brother was saying, man, we just got to continue to, all the days of our life, the days that we have left here, all right? Into the kingdom, man, we got to continue to put our minds, our hearts, all right, towards wisdom, all right, and what ultimately we'll get out of here, we'll get out of this situation, all right. But if we put but if we have, the heart of flesh, all right, the mind of our flesh, then we're gonna fall by the wayside like everybody else, all right.
The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. It's Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 11. Let our strength be the law of justice, right? Because that's what ultimately, that's our strength, man. We have strength in knowing what the Most High is going to do for us. We have strength in our laws because we carry them out. We abide by them. We live our daily life by it. That's our justice, man. But we have patience in our law because our law is not being established right now in the planet Earth. All right, it's not being carried out. But spiritually through the prophets of the Lord, it's being established. That third temple, man, is being built spiritually, man. New Jerusalem, all right, on the planet Earth right now. Okay, it says, "For that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth," man. And the scriptures tell you in Proverbs that if thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small. So if you're feeble, all right, you're not having anything to stand on, man. It said our strength is the law of justice. The opposite of feeble is strong, man. So we have faith and strength in our law, man. If you're feeble out here, you have no cover. You have no protection, man. You're not being prudent. You may be, okay, sure, you may be prudent or cautious in the world. You may set up, cross your T's and dot your I's for Esau, for wickedness. But are you doing that for the Most High? No, man. All right? It says, "Therefore let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn, and he is clean contrary to our doings. He upbraided us with our offending the law, and objected to our infamy the transgressions of our education." Want to speak on that, brother? Yeah, man. It says the righteous, and that's the elect, man. It says he is not for our turn because we're not for the ways of this world, man. We operate different. We operate under wisdom, all right? We carry ourselves differently. We go in the store differently. We drive differently, right? We eat differently. We talk differently, all right? We live our way of life differently. So, yeah, they mad because we upbraid, man. Like we was going into, we curse them out, man. We tell them their transgressions because that's what prudence is, cautiousness, prophecy to say before, man. We're warning the people. You want to say something, brother? It says, he professed to have the knowledge of the Most High, and he called himself the child of the Lord. Yeah, man. Lord willing, Aparatazah will the elect. All right. Lord willing, we could see the Most High, man. Live to see the downfall of our enemies, man. We say that, Lord willing, man. They're mad at it because what? We have faith. All right. Hebrews 11:1. You can speak on the whole. Yeah, man. They mad because we got faith and we live our lives differently, man. We don't live our lives away and according to this world, man. According to the philosophies, and we stand out, man. All right. It says, he was made to reprove our thoughts. He is grievous unto us, even to behold. For his life is not like other men's. His ways are of another fashion. That's right, man. We don't live according to this world. We don't live according to the fashions and the ways of this world, man. And it says, we are esteemed of him as counterfeits. He abstained from our ways as from filthiness. He pronounced the end of the just to be blessed, and making his boast that the Most High is his Father. That's right, man. He pronounces the ways of the righteous and the ways of the Most High to be just, man. The ways that the Most High are going to take down this kingdom and take down Esau, that's just, man. He's going to put you so-called Native Americans, Latinos, and Negroes back into power, start with the elect, and that's going to be a just thing, man. So, yes, we don't live our life according to this world, according to the ways that they operate. We live our life according to prudence and wisdom, man, in the name of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. But with that, we're going to turn the face to east and give infinite honors and praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua by Hashem Yahushua. Double honors to the positive great millstone and rule well and teach one and worthy of the double honors. Peace and blessings to you, Aki, and pushing out this truth across the four corners during these last 6 of time. Kwame Yashala, Baba Bob, Shalom. Until next time, Aki, Shalom.